A new report tells us just how much Rockstar Games is spending on making Grand Theft Auto 6. We'll talk about what that means for the release date and the price when it comes to buy the game for ourselves, all in this video today. So this came from a user on the GTA 6 subreddit DoVanilla8294. Rockstar has probably put more than $2 billion in Grand Theft Auto 6. And before I go even further, that's kind of been like the reported amount of money that Rockstar Games has spent on making the game. In fact, I think the guy that actually leaked the GTA 6 clips back in 2022, I think he even said that it was costing them more than $2 billion, I guess from some either data or details that he found in Rockstar's backend. So that's kind of been the number that everyone has rolled with, but it certainly looks like it might be more than that. So this user said, I went and looked at some public documents filed on a UK government website detailing the financials of Rockstar Games UK Limited, the corporate name for Rockstar North. And I discovered something interesting that might suggest Rockstar has invested even more than $2 billion into the game. Assuming that GTA 6 entered full production in 2019, I compiled all the available financial documents from 2020 to 2026 and looked at the expenses related to employees' wages and salaries. So these all tackle Rockstar Games' fiscal years, going from March 31st of one year to March 31st of another year. So from 2019 to 2020, it was 191 million pounds. From 2020 to 2021, it was 223 million pounds. From 2021 to 2022, it was 346 million pounds, which so far has been the peak. You can see that the following year from 2022 to 2023, it was 316 million pounds. The next year, it was only a million less, 315 million pounds. And then the last available known year, 2024 to 2025, 282 million pounds. So they were sort of ramping things up from 2019 to 2021, sort of peaking in 2022 to 2023, and now seemingly winding things back down a little bit. And if you add all these costs together, it totals at least 1.6 billion pounds, which is roughly around $2.1 billion. Now, this only accounts for Rockstar North, since the business address is listed in the documents correspond to their Rockstar North building in Edinburgh, Scotland. This means we're not even including the costs from Rockstar Games' other studios. And for those of you guys that are wondering, Rockstar has studios all over the world. Of course, Rockstar North in Edinburgh, Scotland, Rockstar San Diego in California, Rockstar New York in New York City, Rockstar London, Rockstar Leeds, Rockstar Toronto in Canada, Rockstar New England, Rockstar Lincoln, and Rockstar India, as well as Rockstar Australia and Rockstar Dundee. We'll talk about Rockstar India in a little bit because there's some other stuff that's going on, but those are major studios. They've got over 10 of them. So the fact that one of them alone is probably responsible for $2.1 billion of GTA 6 development, that is absolutely insane. Now, to play devil's advocate a little bit, these figures likely don't just cover the cost of Grand Theft Auto 6. It also includes costs for ongoing work on Grand Theft Auto Online, which has had a ton of updates since 2019, and Red Dead Online, when it was still supported, it had a decent number of updates. This will also include other things like security, public relations, HR, and other operational costs for the company, as well as future projects, which are likely in the early stages of development. So while not all of that is going to Grand Theft Auto 6, I would say a decent chunk of it is, but I still think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be more than the $2 billion we kind of got reported on in 2022. And I think it will be indeed closer to around $3 billion, which I think it's why important Rockstar Games gets this right, obviously with the game itself, but also with its new release date, November 19th, 2026. Every time Rockstar Games has had to delay this game, it's costing them millions of dollars in additional development costs, adding on top of the already billions they're having to spend on this game. So I don't think they want to delay the game any further. I think they want the title to come out. But what this also could mean is that with it being arguably the most expensive video game ever developed, is there's a good chance it's going to be the most expensive video game for consumers to purchase. Again, that's the rumored price, is that GTA 6 will be an expensive video game, more than the traditional $60 to $70 that you might spend now. I don't think it will be as ludicrous as some people are saying, like $100 for a base game, but I do think it could be maybe $80, about $10 more expensive than the average video game. Now, of course, the other editions of the title, like the premium edition or collector's edition, could be in the hundreds of dollars with physical additional items and also in-game additional items, but I would say the standard edition will probably be the most expensive video game out there, but not like outrageously the most expensive video game out there, probably around, again, that $80 mark. So all in all, what does that mean for Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, it would make it the most expensive entertainment product of all time. And even though it is the most expensive entertainment product of all time, you know that Rockstar Games is probably going to make just about all of it back in probably the first day, if not the first couple of days, with the amount of sales they're going to get for this title. So don't worry about them, but it is going to be the most expensive entertainment product of all time. And remember that this information is coming on top of the fact that just a few days ago, remember, Sony announced that all of their PlayStation consoles were going to be getting more expensive. In fact, I think those price changes are going into effect in just a few short days, which means that all the platforms you can play Grand Theft Auto 6 on this year are pretty expensive. So for the PS5 disc version, that's now $650. For the PS5 digital edition, that's $600. For the Xbox Series X discs, for the Xbox Series X disc edition, it's $650 as well. For the Xbox Series X digital, it's $600. The Series S is digital only, and that's $400. I think that would be probably the worst system to play the game on. And the PlayStation 5 Pro is now going to be $900 with a disc drive sold separately for $80. So I asked that question in my other video, what system would you be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 on? And we just talked about how expensive it is to enjoy video games now. Obviously, it's expensive for the video game makers to make them, clearly with Rockstar Games spending over $3 billion. But when you realize that the PlayStation 5 Pro with the GTA 6 bundle could cost you around $1,000 when it's all said and done, and that doesn't include the TV or monitor you're going to be playing the game on, all the accessories that you might need. The video game itself, like we just mentioned, that could easily cost upwards of $70, $80, again, all depending on what version you get. It's getting expensive to play video games, as we just looked at. It's also getting very expensive to make these video games. Maybe that sort of thing is going hand in hand. But anyways, that is all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. Again, let me know what you think about everything going on at Rockstar Games, everything going on in the world of gaming as their games get more expensive to make, as games get more expensive to play. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.